This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Eddie Hearn here in Manchester. Eddie, final one of the week with myself. Great night, great fight. It's all right, you'll see plenty more of me in future. But yeah, main event there, Jordan Gill stopped by Zelfa Barrett. What did you make of the fight and the
It was
stopping?
a really good fight. I don't often enjoy fights between our own fighters, but I thought it was a really smart fight, technical matchup with some good exchanges. I tweeted, I think, after the 8th round saying, I've got it 4-4. And you get people saying, no, 6-2 Gill, 6-2 Barrett, whatever. And then I thought Zelfa won the 9th. And then I thought like Jordan had to start pressing the pace a little bit, which he did. And he came unstuck. Great body shot that dropped him. And the second body shot was a beautiful shot right in the solar plexus. And he would have kept getting up. I thought the referee made the right decision. It was a massive win for Zelfa.
There's going to be talk about what's next then for Zelfa. He wants a world title shot. Where does that come from?
I think Lamont Roach, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that he's looking for some big fights. Maybe that's a fight we take to America. Maybe we look to bring it to Manchester. Obviously, you got Cordina fighting in a couple of weeks as well. You got Oshaki Foster. I felt like he was unlucky not to win the world title against Rakimov. He only had like 5-6 weeks prep for that. Dropped him. It was a good fight. I think it's time to try and deliver him that world title shot now.
Ellie Scotney, unified champion tonight.
Thought she was fantastic. Really good fight. All action. It's exactly what you want to watch. And big win for her tonight. She's number one in the division now. And now we've got to go and pick up the other 2 belts.
Of course, Rhiannon and Dixon, new world champion in your state.
Yeah, it's an amazing story, really. She won the Commonwealth title, 2 fights ago? And is really starting to improve. Dropped Carabajal very heavily. Unravelled a little bit in the last couple of rounds, but good performance and a new world champion in the stable.
Caroline Dubois tweeted that she likes the look of that WBO belt. Is that a fight which might be revisited at any point?
Yeah, I think, she's not a world champion at the moment, but I'm sure, she got ordered to fight for the world championship against Beatrice Ferreira, but she pulled out of that fight. And they're trying to get the WBC or whatever they're trying to do. And you're in the deep end now. That's what I said in the ring after. Rhiannon Dixon, you are a world champion. Beatrice Ferreira fights for the IBF in a couple of weeks. Katie Taylor is still champion at 135 pound as well. I'm sure Caroline Dubois will be a champion soon. So yeah, big fights ahead.
So Eddie, some great performances from the likes of Will Crawler, Jack Turner, amongst the rest, Michael Gomez Jr. as well.
Yeah, we've got some good kids. I mean, Jack Turner's a real savage. Will Crawler's coming good. Jimmy Sane, Steve Clark, very exciting. I loved the Gomez Baker fight. Fair play to both. It was a big knockout. It was a good night of action, and ready to unleash on Monday in London.
I have to ask Eddie before we come on to that. Did you see Mr. Ryan Gosling ringside, or the best Ryan Gosling lookalike?
No.
I can't express enough, Eddie. For about an hour, that's all everybody was talking about. Frank Smith came over as well, and he had to look.
I would have tweeted saying, great to see Ryan Gosling here. No.
Mark Robinson, he's got a photo.
Has he? Oh, I'll check it out. No, I didn't see it, no.
Eddie, you mentioned obviously the 5 versus 5 there. How excited to announce it. How devastated would you be if Frank was to come out on top on it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's there's a lot of rivalry there. Although we're friends now, we're both desperate to win. And I think, to be honest with you, the 5 matchups are pure 50-50s. Like, you will lean one way, but when you do, it's like 60%. Do you know what I mean? And it's such a great card from top to bottom. Obviously, you got Better Bivol at the top there, and it's just which is also a 50-50 fight. It's just a brilliant card, and I think we're going to win. I really do.
Obviously, you've had some fights which have been put out there, people suggesting they're the leaked fights. Is there a frustration if any of those fights do come true and they are the ones on the card? Will there be a frustration that they've been posted and spoken?
Not really, it's just boxing. I think because of the delay in announcing, then it's always going to be leaked. Some people have got it right, some people have got it wrong. You'll find out on Monday, but that's just inevitable in boxing. But, don't forget, during that probably 6-week period, there's been a huge amount of conversation and, debate about something that hasn't even been announced. So it's all building and swirling the hype for a massive event.
Also, Eddie, next week, Haney-Garcia, you'll be flying out. What do we see in that main event?
Yeah, I'll go Wednesday. I think it's going to be wild. I mean, I don't know what Ryan Garcia is going to get up to next week. Expect anything. But also expect a Devin Haney victory in style.
I just want to get your thoughts finally on the contractual situation with Anthony Yarde and Frank Waren. Obviously, a lot's come out about that. Seems to be mixed reports on both sides.
Yeah, none of my business, really. I mean, I saw Frank's interview. As he says, Anthony Yarde is still under contract to Queensbury. It's always sad when a fighter's worked with someone for a long time and you feel like you've done a lot for them. But as Mickey Duff once said, if you want loyalty by a dog, who knows the true story? Best of wishes to everybody.
Eddie, appreciate your time as always. Thank you.
Cheers.